right, guys, so let's talk about this dude. You guys should know who he is. He's Keagan Michael Key, very famous American comedian right now. I remember him from that show he used to do with his friend Jordan Peele, right? It's called Key and Peele. They used to do these comedy skits, okay? So you guys may not know, but this dude is a mulatto, okay? A mulatto is a person who is a half white, half black person, meaning one of his parents was a black man while the other one was a white person, okay? One was a black person, the other one was a white person. All right, so looking right here, Google tells us that Keegan Michael Key's biological parents are this person, Leroy McDuffie, who was an African American, a black man, and Carrie Hare, who was a Polish Belgian white person. Okay, the point is he's a mulatto. Okay, so the same process that led to the creation of Zendaya, this is Zendaya right here, the popular American actress. That's the same process that led to the creation of Keegan Michael Key, right? He's a mulatto. He had a black father and a white mother, okay? Once this process is started, like many of you black people are starting this process right now, you guys, looking for snow bunnies, what's his name? What's his name? I can't remember his name. He's always talking about bunny hopping, right? What's his name? I can't remember the name, guys, but this popular, black speaker, right? Pro black speaker is always talking about snow bunnies and bunny hopping. Anywho, guys, that's what a lot of black people in America and in many other parts of the world, not just America. It's happening in Africa as well. It's happening in Europe. Snow bunny hopping or snow bunny hopping is happening everywhere, guys. Okay, I just want black people to know where it leads because it always starts like this. All right, it always starts like this: a black father or a black mother marrying a white person and then producing a child like this. But you need to understand that once a child like this is produced, 9 times out of 10, okay, not every single time, 9 times out of 10, this child continues that same process that the parents used to create them, guys. Okay, and that process is marrying white people. Okay, you need to get this. Okay, they rarely ever, these mulatto children rarely, only in like few cases, ever marry back into maybe a black person. Okay, because when they look at the world, they see the prosperity that the white side of their family is living in, and then they see the affliction that the majority of black people are living in. So they have a choice to make, and most of them, they decide, hey, I want my offspring to have a better life. Okay, they want that upward mobility. This is something that everybody wants. Okay, so guess what? Mulatto children tend to continue that process of marrying into the white side. Okay, she did it, and so did he, guys. Okay, he's a mulatto as well. He married a white person because he wants his kids to have a better life. They want that upward mobility that tends to come. All right, all of them want that. So I want to show you guys what his kids now look like. It's very important. Black people need to get this. Once you start that process, this is where it ends for you. Okay, so let's see what their children look like. All right, guys, so here we go. Here is Keegan Michael Key. Here is his white wife, and now look at his kids. I want you to see what's happened in just 2 generations, guys. Okay, this dude's father was a black man, his mother was a white woman, but in just 2 generations, everything about this guy's father is gone. Okay, the black parents, everything about the black parent is gone. Look at what is left behind. Look at this. You would never guess that these 2 kids, their grandfather was a pure black man. You would never guess. Okay, in fact, you wouldn't even guess that their father was a mulatto, guys. Look at how, very Caucasian they look. They are clearly very Caucasian. Okay, this is where it ends for you when you start this process of whitening yourself. You're erasing yourself. I don't know why black people are doing this. They don't realize it. Many of them think it's love is love. It doesn't matter. It does. You are erasing yourself. This is something that is known in history. The elites of society who are this demographic today, let's be honest, they put it in the media to condition black people to start this process so that in a generation or 2, the majority of their descendants will be like this, guys. It's a plan. It's not an accident. Okay, in South America or in Latin America, it was called blanqueamiento. Okay, in places like Argentina, they brought in a lot of Caucasian men to mate with the indigenous people so that in a generation or 2, this is what will be left behind. This is what these guys, I don't blame him, by the way. It's not his fault. He didn't start this process. His father started the process. Okay, so I don't blame him. As a mulatto, is absolutely your right. If you want to marry a white person, that is up to you. Okay, in fact, I even prefer it when I see mulattoes marrying white people personally. Okay, but the person I do blame is his father. His father started the process, and this is where it ended. Okay, and it's the same thing with Zendaya as well. Zendaya's father started the same process too, And this is where it is now. Okay, the child that these two will have will not be a black person, will look nothing like her father, or will look nothing like her black parents. But instead, will look everything like this side. It's always gonna look like this side, guys. Okay, this is where it ends for you black people who want to do interracial relations. You must accept the consequences. Yes, you might enjoy your snowboarding for a generation, sure, but just keep in mind that your grandchildren will probably be white people. They will have nothing of you, nothing of your uniqueness. Your blood will be in your grandchildren. You must accept it. That's what happens to black people that engage in this stuff, okay? You start the process, but your children will continue it and they will completely erase everything about you. Everything about you.